Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Monotalk. It is March 14th, 2024. And 100 and, I don't know, just a bunch of fucking compromised, corrupt, beheld to the World Economic Forum agenda of total authoritarianism legislators just took a big swing at and connected at our First Amendment rights. Period. That's what happened. If they can do this to one company, whether it's foreign, domestic, they can do this to any company, whether it's foreign or domestic. They're so worried about TikTok, but it's been Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, etc., domestic companies that have done most of the censoring of the biased and extremely corrupt processes of changing narratives and manipulating people, removing accounts, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. YouTube did it, and they're okay with that. TikTok, Instagram, there's just a lot of social media, Truth Social. I mean, I always tell her, remember Parlor? Parlor? But the problem with what's happening right now, or what happened today, or yesterday, within the past 24 hours, right, is we have a bunch of fucking people, right, that are legislators, that consider themselves patriots, constitutional patriots, and they're not. They're not. They have abused the justice system. They've abused the branches of government. They've used and abused to the extent where here it is. Like I said, this is like, there's the printing press, which was, I believe, brought forth in like the 1800s, somewhere around there. It's like saying, well, we need to see what's out there before it's given to the public, to the masses. It has to go through us first. And if that isn't complete Third Reich, Nazi World War II type authoritarianism that Adolf Hitler would be extremely proud of, then I don't know what is. But this is fucking nuts. It's amazing to me. They're going after it. What's interesting to me about this is there's a lot of people on TikTok that make money, and a lot of money, and they advertise and they have products. I see girls with wigs and guys, people selling little cameras, drones, and you name it. Pots, pans, clothes, shoes, all kinds of crap, right? And not only just that, they sell themselves. You got people that do weird, like, noises and shit, and just crazy people that go, oh, thank you for the rose, thank you for the rose, whatever. Just fucking, it's a nutty little app, but it's getting a lot of attention, and that's the problem. That's what they're afraid of. Okay, these people, most of them are under the thumb. I wouldn't say thumb. I would say more of under the money of the World Economic Forum. They're under the money of the World Health Organization. They're under the money of all these global pedo-predator class type sociopathic wackos, right? I'll give you an example of one of the wackos right here. This is a good one. You're going to like this one. All right? Here's a good one right here. I'll show you.
That's great. Agricultural emissions are one of the most difficult to get rid of. People have come up with alternative foods, but what we're seeing is that it's hard to get more than a small market share. And those foods just don't taste the same. Saber's made an advance in the chemistry. It's ultra different in terms of the environmental footprint, but it's as good as those real animal fats.
At Savor, we've been really excited to explore a new technical approach to making food that does not require vast amounts of land or animal suffering. It doesn't, produce greenhouse gases. It's a totally non-agricultural method for producing food. The fats that Savor makes are made by...
He doesn't swallow. He's not swallowing any of that food. He spits it out. Anyway. So these are the type of people that are running our legislators. I love these fucking I love these responses here. You got to read these. I put murderer because that's what this guy is. He's just literally the eugenicist, freaking global murderer. That's and why he's not in a jail cell is beyond my comprehension, but it's because of our legislators are compromised. It's because they're weak. It's because they're easily bought. Money, power, sex. Who fucking knows what gets these people to do what they do? Some coercion, some they're set up or framed. Who freaking knows? But still, it's sad. These whack jobs. This lady right here. Catem 1967. He's a whack job. He's just a fucking crazy sick pig who was put there by his rich fucking family that was extremely engulfed, entrenched in politics. Yo, Jordan, what's up, brother? It's just really sad. And the problem is right now we have all these people, I'd say at least, like I said, 90% of them that have decided to basically just say fuck you to the First Amendment. Leave. The internet was... Some people that might watch this may not even know this, but when the World Wide Web first came out, there was stuff on there that you couldn't censor. There was no rules. You were just going here, going there, looking at that. Websites were being pulled up, porn, all kinds of stuff. It was nuts. And then it turned into like a dark web kind of thing, and it branched off, and there was advertising, and people were using it for their businesses. And it went in so many different various ways and options for people to use, abuse. But it was open. And as adults, as thinking human beings, we were able to navigate through that, pick and choose what we wanted, go where we wanted to do. And that was it. They have used this threat to children, which I get. I mean, but here's the thing I put on parents, right? If you give your parent, if you're a parent and your child has a cell phone at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, then what kind of cell phone is it? And how much access to the internet do they have? That's a very important question. If your son has a tablet or a way to get online to watch certain shows, what kind of access do they have? You can limit the access of what they have. You are still a freaking parent until they're 18 years old. That's the law. And it's out there for a reason. Now, there are some crafty fucking people out there. Some sick groomer, pedophile, crazy fucks. I get that. I totally get that. But if you're a parent there's other things your child can do. You know, it's weird because you won't. I'm older. I'm 59 years old. And I can say, oh, I remember when I used to do this and this and that and stuff like this. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We didn't need anything in the 70s, in the 80s. We had each other. We couldn't wait to get up and go ride a bike with friends and jump over trenches and tires and build skateboard ramps and go build forts and do things with our hands and share ideas and you know and make and we would have BB gun fights and all kinds of stuff. You know, we'd wear protective glasses. We had dirt clod fights. Oh, we do this crazy shit. But we didn't have our lives around this technology, around this box with lights. It's just our mind. We're like this all the time. We're going in the wrong direction. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I had a blast when I was a kid. I don't think kids. I think they're suffering. I really believe children are suffering right now. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Because all they have is this box of lights, right? And they don't have, they go out and they might see a friend here and there and stuff like that. That's good. But they're completely dependent on this box of lights. We need to make sure, all right, that our children have a life away from the box of lights. There needs to be, they need to let them out. When I was a kid, first thing we did on a Saturday morning is watch Saturday morning cartoons. After that, we'd go out, meet up someplace, some dirt field, wherever, and do all kinds of things. And it just was just wonderful and fun and fantastic and creative. I made some great friends that way that I still contact to this very day. Close relationships with just very strong, diligent men and women. We had our tomboy girls that used to hang out with us that were usually hot. I'm not going to name who they are, but everybody that knows me knows who the hot ones were. And girls that used to hang out with us anyway, just like they hang out with the boys that were the crazy boys. Right? This is the fun guys. And it was so cool. We just had so much going on. And I just feel sorry for these children these days. They just don't get enough. If you have a child, get them involved in sports. Get them out there like racing bikes. Get them in the go-karts. Get them, doing stuff with other kids. For sure. Yeah, I know about Aaron Rodgers might be a VP to Robert Kennedy. I don't know. But here's the thing, guys. We have a problem because our entire Congress, or fucking most of it, is completely compromised, right? And let me just show you real quick. Let me get to that. Right, and here it is. Right, and Joshua puts it right. This is more damaging than anything you can think of in the sense of digital freedom. Republicans betrayed the American people today, just as I said they would do. They have sold out to the lobby of Facebook and Google in exchange for money and power. That's pretty much what happened. Right? That's pretty much what happened. Nothing happened to fucking Zuckerberg, and he just apologized to a bunch of people just the other fucking day. He just apologized to parents or something in some hearing. It's like, okay, buddy. Yeah, he's grooming people on his meta crap. Putting kids, like, you got these goggles on. That's it. That's your life. You know, it's just you're not. Is that it? This is fucking insane, and nothing's happening to him. But this company, and the reason why they're going after TikTok is people are talking. Mana talk, power of talking. That's what this show is about. And they've taken me down or tried to take me down. Well, they've taken me down 6 times. This is my 7th channel. I have another backup channel, an 8th channel, right? Because I keep saying the best thing we can do is talk to each other. The best thing we can do is have a conversation. Maybe debate. Maybe have you bring your info, I'll bring my info. You bring your documents, I'll bring my documents. You bring your videos, I'll bring my videos. You know, you bring your files, I'll bring my files. You bring, you know, whatever you have to the table, and then show me what's going on. And that's what they hate. They hate people conversing because in TikTok there's a growth of people that are like, you know what? We don't fucking care who is going to be running the country in 2025, but if they don't get rid of the World Economic Forum, that gigantic global terrorist group, and a few others related associates, ETAL, then there's going to be hell to pay. That's what the word is. If they get rid of Trump before he gets to the inauguration, then there's going to be some problems. I'm just saying and we're not talking problems for people here. No, not my neighbors, not my friends, not this. We're talking we're not going to comply. That's for damn sure. That's number one. And then if they try to make us comply, that's when we're going to defend our rights. First Amendment, Second Amendment, and so on and so forth. That's it. And if Trump gets in and he doesn't drain the swamp, right? And by the way, just to let you know, he fucking said his wishes, and he was telling people, stop going after this TikTok. Because if you read the bill and the way it works, it gives Congress way too much power over everything and everybody. It's not to help you. It's not to save you. It's not to protect you. It's a bunch of bullshit. Josh Hawley fucking knows this. Everybody that signed up for this thing knows it. They're all a bunch of freaking traitors. Traitors. Treasonous traitors against this country. Remember, people are conversing. They're talking. They understand the duopoly. Okay, where's Medicare for all? Where's single payer? Where's free college for everybody? Where's that? You could have codified Roe versus Wade when you had the supermajority in 2009. Right? The minimum wage hasn't been touched since 2000. You guys aren't going to do shit. They want you in poverty. They want you to be holding out your hands. That's the World Economic Forum corporate governance process. Corporate governance process. Let me show you this I just put out. And this is the thing you got to watch out for, because it's an app on my new Samsung phone. I got a new phone, but the same phone. It's really weird. But anyway, so let me show you here. All right, we're going to go home, go to profile. That guy's such a piece of crap. I put this up. What this is an app on your phone. Okay? This is the app on the phone. And what this does, just letting you know, is it tells you the 17 goals, including climate change and how we're going to all live together, and you'll own nothing and be happy. That's the goal. That's what these people did. That's what 90% of these people in this room, probably, this is kind of an old picture, but you know what I'm saying. They did that. They're allowing the World Economic Forum, this is their logo, the global goals, right? There's 17 colors in here, right? And if you look here, they're targeting your children. I'm at least 13 years old. So they want to influence them as young teens. That's a little sick, in my opinion. A little way wrong. It's just fucking bullshit. Fuck you. No, that's wrong. Right? And they're targeting children to believe in all this crap. Right? Because their fucking ultimate goal, and I keep telling you, right? And I this is why they keep taking me off the fucking channel, is the ultimate goal is this right here. Is all this crap right here. Right? Welcome to 2030. This was their ad in 2030. Right? The ad in 2030, excuse me, in 2016. Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life has never been better. Right? And they took that off the web. People were able to say that. And then in 2020, they put down, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. This is how our world could change by 2030. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Right? World Economic Forum urges public to eliminate ownership of private vehicles. This is their words. This is all part of global governance. This is not a joke. This is real. If you need the links and them explaining it, how they want to do this to you, people think this is conspiracy and just crap. No, it's fucking realer than real. It is like crazy. They're not even hiding it anymore. This is an article from the World Economic Forum on their website. If you can see the logo in the background there, if you could see that. Okay? Their goal, right? World Economic Forum promotes plan to block sunlight with space bubbles. This is not a joke. This would be placed at a Lagrange point between the sun and the earth. This is a point in space where the sun and earth's gravity balance each other out, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, and they wanted to put this giant balloon to block out the sun. The most healing, healthy, most important freaking element, mineral, vitamin on your body, that touches your body and creates life. They want to get rid of this. Is not a fucking joke. This is what these people do. And then they talk about this company here is connected to the hip. Connected to the hip of the World Economic Forum. Swedish scientists advocate eating humans to combat climate change. This is not a joke, people. What is that? September 2019. This is all them. They want you to eat the bugs. And then they got all these celebrities, Downey Jr., fucking Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie. And then they tell you right here, right this at the corner, scientists say that cockroach milk is 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk, which is bullshit. Snork has been on here. We've talked about it. I looked it up. There are enzymes that your body isn't used to. You're not look, this is not a joke. This is real shit. These fucking people and their goal, and I think I'm going to make a sign and put it in here, right? And the reason why they created these freaking things, these things, the Kool-Aid that they wanted everybody to have and mandated and all that other stuff, that didn't do anything and stop anything. Right? But I want you to go check your sperm count if you've had a few of those. Maybe on your 3rd or 4th or 5th booster, go check your sperm count. Just go. Let's see what happens. See what you find out. Right? You should look back in time, at least a decade ago, or before 2020 or 2019, on what a man's sperm count, a healthy man's sperm count should be. Before you do that. Don't look at it now, because they've changed the fucking numbers. But for decades, we're talking 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the sperm count was like a million, whatever. I was saying 90 million, I think, if I'm correct, right? Your sperm count. Now it's just go check after you've had your Kool-Aid in your system. You know, when you're on. These people, they're not fucking around. Their ultimate end game is to depopulate the globe by 2/3 and to hoard the rest for themselves. They don't need your money. They don't need your labor. They don't need your vote of confidence. They don't need your vote. They don't need you. They just make money out of nowhere nowadays. You're seeing that. Every fucking country that's connected to the World Economic Forum makes up money, and they're more in debt. They don't care. That's why they've got all these people in Congress compromised. That's why they're all compromised. Because they're being fed all this money. Like it's going to work now, but it's not going to help them later after they have everything. Right? After they have anything. And I keep telling people, this is it. If you think these people of the World Economic Forum give a shit about you, then you and if you think they have an ark or a bunker or a safe place or sanctuary after they create the chaos and crap that possibly could start to happen this year. This is the year. This is the precipice. They don't. You're not on that list. They may say it, but you're not. You're not in it. Right? You're not a part of they're going to shut the door on you. Go watch the movie 2012. They fucking ousted a bunch of people. Only certain people could be there. You had to be at a certain amount of money to get in. But that's not the case with these people. They only want a few. This is their process. After I've looked at all the evidence, all the information, the things that they started, the problem what they did, and this is how it was completely revealed, because we saw it coming. You know, Jordan Maxwell, G. Edward Griffin, Jim Pickard, and a few other people out there that have been following, you know, Ike, whatever, and a few other people that have been following him. Brian Christian now, of course. Whitney Webb, more recently, have been following this for a long time. Really Graceful's been following it too. There's a bunch of people that have followed it. You know, the Kwok brothers. Just a lot of people that are caught up with this, and a lot of people that have seen this. Trump knows now. His family knows. The juniors have been talking about it. They understand what their ultimate goal is. They know they may not understand the end game as I'm saying it, because some people still think it's about money and power and control. No, that's not it anymore. They don't need you. They just want it all. Right? They just want it all. Here's the thing. What happened with TikTok is a fucking black eye to our First Amendment rights. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. That's a fucking straight punch in the nose, man, for sure. And trust me, I got a broken nose. It doesn't feel good. But here is what we need to do. I've always advocated of a billion whatever man march. You know, basically saying F the World Economic Forum and everything they fucking wrote in on. Nobody wants to do that because nobody really understands or sees them as a threat, which is just fucking amazing to me. And also extremely idiotic for people not to see how strong and powerful they've become over the past at least 2 or 3 decades. But we are going to have to put our faith in this one guy. His name is Donald Trump. He was cheated out of an election in 2020. And I'm going to give this guy a chance. Now, like I said, if he does what he's going to do and he completely removes the swamp, I'm not talking just draining the swamp. I'm talking about removing the swamp and putting in a fucking forever pool, if you know what that is. But if he doesn't do what he says he's going to do, then it's not going to be good. It's going to be a little rough, but I think what's going to happen is people are going to start to understand what's going on. the Demoncrats, the Democrats, they're all in with this agenda. They don't know it. They're being fooled. They don't care. You know, some of them are Satanists and sick fucks, and, you know, who knows, whatever. You know. But like I always say, whatever religion, dogma, theism you're in, an asshole is just an asshole when it comes down to it. Because it's about the choice that you make. So with all this information I have here, if you ever want to see what's going on, but I will say this. I'm going to have the list of all the people, and which I have on my Twitter. You can see the list of all the people that voted in favor of banning TikTok, in favor of using that type of authoritarian Nazi regime, Third Reich type tactic through Congress. It's amazing. It's amazing that they went after it. I mean, what else do we need? No, you know what? Steak is fucking $50 to get a fucking half a pound of steak. Not a big deal. You know, gas is fucking $1 bazillion. Not a big deal. You know, there's wars popping up fucking everywhere. Ukraine still wants $1 gazillion dollars. You know, Israel still wants, and they're the leader when it comes to billions of dollars in aid. We've given Israel more money than every other country. Look it up, like $263 billion in the past few decades, and growing. Yeah, it's just that little place where it's just that little fucking place where we put money to save their asses, right? And that's where that is. It's money that's put in for their asses, for their disgusting, sick, grooming, pedophile asses. And they're around us. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. These sickos are everywhere. And they're predators. Some of them are young. Some of them are old. But they're sick fucks, man. They're sick, fucking demented fucks. And a lot of these kids don't even know what they're getting into. They have no idea what the fuck they're getting into. It's kind of sad. It's really fucking sad. Like right here. This is what your story time should be for your kid. Is that what you want? It's fucking crazy. Crazy sick fuckers. Crazy, crazy sick fuckers, and they're all around us. Yeah, crazy. And here are the people leading the charge to that process. Right? Look at that little donkey right there. There it is. They are the party, the pot calling the kettle black party right now. They've been that way for a long time. They've never done anything for you. Nothing. They've done nothing for you. I was with them. Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever was given. Nothing was ever said. Nothing was ever, nobody's ever been nothing for them. So they've never done anything to help anybody. They say, they talk, but nothing happens. So, both parties are pretty much in bed with each other. So that's pretty much it. Our First Amendment rights are gone, and that's really fucked up. Right? That's the problem. Our First Amendment rights are pretty fucked up. So there we go. All I have to say is watch out for the sick weirdos, because they're everywhere.